Creativity. What?
I made a collage of it and I mounted it. It's not, you can see there's no actual paint on
Oh
it,
wow.
but I just didn't want to be hard for me. That's the closest thing to.
My name is Allison Cohen.
My name is Eloisa Lynch Rocha.
I think art can be so many things. I'm amazed at there's like no limit to the expression of art in the human spirit that I've found. So I know that there's very like technical definitions of art, like, you know, when a person applies their skills to a medium to create something that wouldn't happen otherwise, which makes sense to me, but I think that fails to capture like the essence of art, which is for me just this overflow of, you know, being surrounded by beauty in the natural world, and then something in the human spirit wants to echo that back and then put that back out. And so for me, that's what my artistic expression is.
It's life. I think that's what any creative person will tell you, you know, the moments where you feel stressed out or sad or depressed. I felt like art has saved me, you know, from being in my head too much. You know, I'm still a little bit on my head, but I'm able to focus on, even if I'm focusing on a line, right? You're just in that moment, you're going through your line and you're deciding where your line is taking you. And it's just like you're focused on another path rather than your path in life, I guess.
For me, it's really helpful to have multiple paintings that I'm working on at one time. I found that helps me take off the pressure, because sometimes if you only have one thing that you're working on, you feel like you need to know right away what it needs. And for me, creativity just doesn't work that way. And so I found for me it's better to have all different kinds of projects.
I like to learn of the person that I'm portraying, right? Like what is the essence of this person? What makes them excited? What makes them sad, right? Maybe learn a little more about their life story, and that gives me the kind of like visual elements that I kind of want to play with. And so yeah, so I start with pencil sketch of the main features of the person. Then I will go on to the line part, which is the abstract part of the face. And I would say that's the more calming part of the whole process for me, because like I said before, when I'm drawing a line, I do lots of lines. I'm just kind of like, where should this line go? Well, I'm gonna go this way. Well, I'm gonna go that way. And it's just very free. There's no right or wrong with it.
This is something I've been trying to grow in recently. I have what I think so many artists have, this desire to be creative all the time. And that's just not for me how it works. And I've learned a lot by meditating on the natural world and how trees are not blooming year round, and everything, you know, animals need to hibernate. They go to sleep for months at a time. And so I'm trying to confront that fallacy in my mind that I need to always be creating, and instead acknowledge and understand that creativity is more of a cycle, and the creative expression part of it is just one season. And you could think of it like harvest time in the fall, where the earth is actually producing the fruit, but think about all the other seasons where you have to plant and you have to tend and you have to prune, or winter where there's nothing growing. But in those moments, that's like, as an artist, you have to be inspired. Like I'm not like, I don't inspire myself, you know, I have to go and get inspiration from other artists from the world. And so I'm trying to just acknowledge, okay, if I don't feel creative, then maybe my cup for that is empty and I need to go refill it. So that's something that recently I've tried to just say, there's no pressure that I'll put on myself to create. And if I don't feel that way, then that's like a very natural thing.
Yeah, I think so, and I think it's inexhaustible because again, it's everywhere. You know, I've spent some time teaching adults. I did like one of those painting and whining places for like 6 years, and I feel like as we grow up, you know, sometimes we lose sight of all the beauty and all the source of inspiration that is out there. Like we just, you know, have family, pay the bills, you know, make money, you know, and I think that it's so abundant as long as we put those things and those expectations that society has on us that take time, that take energy from us to just like look around and look at something in a new way. Like this concrete wall, you're like, oh, so there's darks, there's lights, there's pattern, there's like weird drippings of, you know, the darker yellowish substance, you know. And so that's why I think it's inexhaustible, because creativity is everywhere through color, pattern, line, texture, all the elements, you know. um yeah, we just have to open our eyes and see it.
Or like it looks like you make the pupils a little bit bigger, and it feels like it's more
Yeah, I don't think I do that on purpose. Like I just feel like when I draw them, they come out bigger.